Hello, I'm here. I'm Oluwaseun. I was with you and I really enjoyed my time. The last time we met, and I want to thank Auntie for the privilege to come and share basics about what we learned last time. So I just wanted to give you guys a recorded version of it so that you guys can watch and probably able to do more. And I remember uh, opening that day by saying, "Could you teach a computer to think? Could you teach a computer to think?" And we both agree that. Um, It's possible because we are the one actually who create that computer, so actually maneuver it, all of that. So the class about how do we introduction to AI and machine learning and things you will build yourself, all of that. So yeah, so this myself, I had my PhD here in hydrogeology in the School of Geosciences, University of Aberdeen. Also building myself to be an AI researcher. I built AI model for groundwater and climate. I'm just here to tell you that any teenager who is curious with a laptop can build something AI. I will kind of show you what is possible, then teach you how to do it before the time goes on. Before I say anything, what do you already know about AI? Some of you have seen AI on your phone, maybe pattern recognition. Sometimes if you open your WhatsApp and you type something there, if you type there, you can say, I am. If I say how, you will say, it can even open up and you prompt something out. You've seen AI in school, you've seen AI at home, you've seen AI. If you watch Netflix, there's AI there. You've seen AI anywhere. If I ask you what is smartest thing you have seen it do, impressive, surprising, scary. How can you, like for instance, how can you put a whole PDF data of 20,000 pages there and summarize it into if you put it to ChatGPT or Claude, all of that. What is dumbest thing that I've seen? Sometimes got things coming wrong, hallucination, all of that. Has it ever helped your work? I know all of you will say big yes, all of that. Sometimes you don't allow us to know. Please be honest. Nobody's marking this, all of that. So if you look at the picture at the right hand here, it's a driverless car, which I've seen it in Silicon Valley 2 years ago. How do we have a car that will drive itself? It's because machine learning is part of it. It's because what they have done is to program how we think, what the driver will do, how we watch, how we press brake, all of that. The road is going to ply, all of that. And may I go there is many models working together to make it a driverless car. That's a car that drives itself, not one clever trick. What does it do? They they make sure that they have cameras and lasers. They have taken a lot of they use camera to take a lot of pictures, all of that, that turn the road into data. Like you take pictures of how the road bend, take pictures of bush, take pictures of the clear path, take pictures of possible human being that can cross the road so that able to put to press brake, take picture maybe topography of the road, all of that they store it to data so that their model will spot cars, people, signs, and lanes, all of that. If you take picture of probably traffic structure along the way, all of that, it will not be able to predict that, will not be able to predict what everything around it will do next. Will that cyclist turn? Be able to do that. They will not decide whether to choose brake or steer or wait, or which is at the thousand of times a second. By that time, to have learned every mile driven becomes a data. It has learned and learned. So most time, for them to train it, they will have move all around the road many times, and the whole fleet get better every time. Just staggering. Actually, no woman wrote a rule for every situation. It learned from examples, all of that. Permit me to say that AI is not the future now anymore. AI is actually now. The Netflix and YouTube is guessing what you want next. If you like watching military film like myself, if I watch it once in the Netflix, the next one is going to prompt all of that for me to watch. Even YouTube, if you like listening to this content like myself, I found that if I listen to this every day, it will be giving me more of it, all of that, even more of Christian songs. TikTok, some of you are on TikTok. If you choose your next video because you know before you know what you want, Snapchat and Instagram, put a filter on your face in real time. Google finish your sentence before you do. That's part of AI. Your phone locking the way they see your face. That's pattern recognition. It's cool. Your image. The map showing knowing there's traffic before you get there. If you ever see your Google map was trained on AI, all of that. Now you can shout to me, anyone that I missed. If you ever enter any place that maybe Asda or anywhere, as you enter, the door just open. AI is working behind it. Pattern recognition. And may I pause here and ask you, where else have you seen AI work? You can give me an example about all of that. Yeah, I'm just going to in this topic, in this class, all of in this video, we're going to cover two parts: the generative AI and the machine learning. The generative AI, if you ever use ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Kimi, Claude AI, those are all generative AI. And that's the kind of AI that's exploded in the last 3 years, all of that. Kudos to Sam Altman and all of that, and Dario. Before, is this email spam, yes or no? Is this a cat or a dog? It pick answer from what you give it. So those you will train a lot of data sets to be able to be that. Now, if now what's that is done, you can put a poem, write me a poem inside ChatGPT to write it for you. You can say draw me that, it's going to create it for you. Build a website, it's going to do that. It creates something that never existed because it has been trained all of that. So 5 kinds of generative AI that you are used today: ChatGPT or Claude. You can use ChatGPT to write essay, ideas, or explanation. If you want to generate image, Midjourney or DAL, art, you can use it to so that you can produce art, posters, or designs. Video, Sora and Veo, it can help you to, once you just give a prompt, you can create the video. Audio, Sona 11 Lab based in London, can use to generate music and voices, all of that. I think I've seen a video where somebody just put the sound there. It was able to fine tune it and make it really. Even you don't need to go to studio. All of that. In terms of code now, Claude, Copilot. There's what we call open code. There's what we call Codex. It can help you to create code. All of that. All of this they learn the same way from a what an enormous number of examples. So all of these things that make it to work is that they have been trained on a vast amount of data set, billion of data set. Most of those data set they have scrap online, they scrap on Google, they scrap on Reddit, they scrap them everywhere. Everything that's online, all of these models, all of these different stuff, we're used to train it. The same idea, but different output. The output could be text, output could be image, output could be video, output could be audio, output could be the code that you can use to run all of that. I don't know that you guys are following me. So the one thing I must say to you is that it is just autocomplete that reads almost everything. It reads billions of pages, that is images and conversation. It notices which word, which pixels and sound usually follow which. You can predict the next thing. And if you can start some of these things by typing a prompt, and that's the beginning of the pattern. So, but for the prompt to have worked, it must have read a lot of data. It must have been trained a lot of data set. That is, to read that data set, to have noticed all the words there. It's able to continue to predict the next bit, then the next, and the next, and the next. So one of this that this AI work, generative AI works, is able, based on what he has read, we're able to predict the next thing. So may I say that for you, we're going to go to one exercise now. You don't need to write any code to build anything. There's this tool called Lovable. You can discard a website or app. It will build it real life. Then you find it by talking. You can, whether by talking or by maybe by typing. Base 44, I think the guy, this one was built by one guy in Stockholm. I think Base 44, one guy in Israel. Repli from one guy from Jordan, based in Silicon Valley. The same thing. Just put an idea there, prompt there. It's going to do that. All of these are free to start. You just need an email address and an idea, all of that. You type it what you want in plain English, and it's going to run it. So I would like to pause here. Oh no, let me go. So now I want to build a simple website uh, that is from a sentence to a simple sentence to a real website. Time has failed me to teach you how to prompt engineering, but again, these are just basic stuff. Build a simple website for a youth called uh, Yes Camp. Add a welcome edit, 3 cards for our activities, debating, cooking, mentoring, and a big journals button. Let's say I'm going to do that. I hope you guys are following me. So I'm going to copy it and this. Just going to copy this. Just copy Control A. Copy this. I'll go to come here. I just go to lovable.dev. That's that. So I'm going to show this all of this for you. Just paste the stuff here. You paste it here. Let me increase the size so that you guys, my friends, can see it. So I just press this button. Just press this button. All of that. It's going to run it. It's going to run everything. It's going to run it. It will take time. It's running everything. It's reviewing the space structure and component. Actually, this Lovable is to have a free version. And it's also have a pro version that is paid one. If you and one of the things that if you keep the prompt very simple, it will work faster. It used to think, but if you make it complicated, that's problem. You see, it's building it now, building a yes camp landing page. It's generating the image, so it's reading through that. Oh, all of that. It's look at the key thing. It's going to call this yes camp. It's going to add a welcome page. It's going to add a debating, cooking, mentoring, all of that. Let's see. Uh, you read it. I hope you guys are following me. It's running. Don't forget, we use Lovable. It may take time, no more than 5 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. You see, you just need to use your Gmail to log in all of that. I normally use that, so it's not asking me for those kind of stuff. But it's thinking, it's doing everything, it's reading everything, all of that. So what's not to take time like this, but it's running. Yeah, fantastic. Can you see? You say, welcome to Yes Camp, a safe, energetic. There's the journal stuff. All of these debate, cooking, mentor. Oh, fantastic. That's finished everything. So let's add your photo. Yeah. So let me just. You can come here, click attach. I think I have you guys photo that snap that day. So yeah, this is you guys photo. Uh, I'm attaching it. Then make this photo. Use this photo as the background. Use this photo as the background. I can even add. If you notice, this website don't say have address. I can add an address. Add an address section. I don't know. I think let's say drum kit, community, community campus. Yeah, I can add that campus and also phone number. Let me put my phone number. The phone number 0746472. Uh, uh, let me just add unnecessary number. So I don't want you guys to call me. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and let's say an email address. Email address. Let's say empowered 360 at uk. Add a address section. You add a contact section. You know, you can say add a contact section at the bottom. At the bottom. So use this photo. Use this photo. Uh, use this attach. So just press. Yeah. You see. I hope it will not be too much because let's see. I hope you guys are following. You see what is this? What is there before? It's going to. This is not you guys. I want them to change everything. You can add your own picture. You can add everything, and you once you finish, you go to publish, and from there you can do other things. You see, it's replacing everything with uploaded. So for you to work with Lovable, this place is where you be entering, inputting stuff, and this will be like your front end. If you ever use an app where you normally see is this place, but where you do your back end and all of that. There's also the code part. If you click here, no, not here. Yeah, if you click here, code. If I click here, you see all the codes. If you see all the codes are here, all of them are here. I don't want to open anything here. Files, preview, all of them. So it's still running. So you can just play with some of those things. But once you finish, you just go to publish. You see, you guys are here. You see, all of that. I can change it. I take this over. I can move this back. All of let's see the address now. You see, drop it, campus, I don't know whether I'm spelling it correct, phone number, all of that. That's how. And if you finish, you can publish it, all of that. So let's go back to our stuff. I hope you guys are following me. So that's it. Just copy. Then we can change one thing, make it blue, add the photo section, describing what you want. Uh, Describing what you want and watching the machine build it. That's the job of the future. Just describe all of that. So now let's continue with our uh let's continue with what we're doing. So yeah, next slide now. So now after done that, we're going to do another one now. I want us to build a Mario. So we're going to build a side scrolling platform game in one ATM file, a character that runs and jump with the arrow keys, three platforms and different heights, coins to collect, and a score counter in the corner, bright, blocky graphics. Made it playable in the browser section. So what I'll just do, I'll come back here again. Yeah, let me just stop. Uh, I will come back here again. Just copy it here. Just copy it here. Then I'll go to uh here. I'll come here. This is Claude. Let me just open it again. Claude, right? Once I go to, let me see what's coming. I'll just come here. I'll click here. I'll just post it here. But the problem must be well explained. I'll just click here. So this one too will be running. These are my past what I've been using Claude to do. Just £80 per month. So it will be running everything. Everything. So while we're waiting, I just wanted us to go back here. You don't need any installing, no setup. It's right the game and you play in the same window. Then you can ask him, add an enemy that moves side by side. So you can play with some of these things. It's just about your imagination and all of that, which I really want you to actually play with. It's running, it's creating. This may take time, it's heavy, and all of that. So while we're waiting for that, I just felt like let's continue again. While we're waiting for that, let's continue so that we don't get bored as you watch this stuff. Um, while we are waiting for that, so let's move. Yeah, I want you to know that as we what we have done with with Claude and what again can you follow me? Lovable is generative AI to generate stuff, all of that. Now there's what we call machine learning, and when we say machine and learning, that is you teaching a computer to learn from data. So underneath all of this that is learning from data. Learning from example, no rules. The old way before is to write every rule by hand. If the email says free money, mark it as spam, break the moment reality, blah blah blah. But now you give the machine learning thousands of emails. You mark some spam or not. It will find patterns and separate them and keep improving himself. That's where the whole world is going. All of that. So yeah, I must say that I think I explained to you guys that time that for machine learning there are three different types. We have the supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement. The supervised, uh, it's like you have two balls. You have balls. You have a basket full of 10 balls. Five is red, five is blue, and I say the one I labeled and I said those red balls means that it's hot. Those blue balls mean that maybe it's cold. So whenever I bring another ball to you, you just because the label. If I now bring a blue ball, what will be the label? What we call the color? Because you have labeled it. You call that is cold. If I just bring any red ball randomly, because what we have labeled it before is hot. So that ball will say the label will be hot. So that's supervised. You give me the answers. You face unlock. This is you. This is not. Spam filter. This is junk. This is not. Predicting grade for past result. But unsupervised, the way I can explain unsupervised is that we don't know the answer. Like for instance, if I just come, if I'm just like, if like I'm just coming for the first time, like invited guest to you guys, and I'm coming. I don't know you guys before, and I want to look at the patterns. I will say, oh, in this class we have two genders. That is, it will just group them, boys and girls. Again, I can come again and group you guys again based on you guys' height. The one that's higher in height and lower, all of that. I can also class you guys based on your hairdo. I can also classify the class based on people that brought phone and not without phone. I can also classify the class based on the kind of phone. Maybe some of you are using Techno, Android, or Apple. All of that. So what is sport is to group things. Like Spotify will group songs that feel alike. Shop finding types of customer. People like watch. That's unsupervised. For instance, in your kitchen, in your fridge, if an unsupervised learning now can come and group them based on either liquid or solid, all of that. Reinforcement learning is how to teach something using trial and error. Like for instance, when you are learning how to ride a bicycle, if you are trying, you put your one of your leg in the pedal, you're trying, you fell down, and all of that, you stand up again. By the time you try to you master it. So when you don't try an error, when you don't do well, when you try, when it's not doing well, you penalize it. But when it does well, you reward it. That's how it works. Give me I getting better by playing. A car learning to stay in lane. A robot learning to walk without failing. So let's go and check uh, our. Let's try go and check our game to see what is happening there. All of them. So it has shown it. So just so if you look at it, I will just be pressing up button. Okay, let me just press here. It's I press up button, up button, and I press the direction to my right. I move, and I can move and jump. I can add sounds to this stuff. I'll come back again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's moving. So so I want to go back here. Uh, Yeah. So I want to run. I'm addicted to game back in Nigeria. Please don't be addicted, but you need to build yours. Yeah, yeah. So, so you see, I just create a template. All of that. Let's go back to our stuff right here. So I just feel like showing you. So I've done two things today. All of that. So now let's go to this place and finish the class. All of that. Yeah, yeah. What's this now? So yeah, so we have three types of machine learning. Can I hear you say supervise is when you give the object a label. Unsupervised, no label, but it can group and find patterns. All of that. Reinforcement learning is try and error. You keep trying. If it does it well, you give it a score. If you get a reward. If it doesn't get it, you train until it get it. All of that. And remember covering one lady's face. All of that, so that until when they get the step correctly, they can move forward. So all of that. So now you give me some examples. Something you have seen that led from label answers. Like for instance, if you go to your tap because you know that the tap in the whether kitchen or maybe bathroom, if you on the blue one, it's what? Cold. If you on the red one, it's hot, and all of that. Also provide something that group things without being told to group things. All of that. You give me an example, you can put your paper. Reinforcement that got better by trying and failing. There are no wrong answers. The point is that you start noticing which is which. All of that. Yeah, most of the job, and may I say that machine learning is about it's about machine learning from data. Learning from data, learning from data, learning from data. So most of the jobs of machine learning, most times, it comes from clean data. And we have two type of data: the messy data set that is not organized, a picture that you don't have that don't have a label, not organized, all of that. Data that we have missing values where somebody skip a box, typos and five spellings of the same word, duplicate nobody notice, kilogram and pound in the same column. Like for instance, how can I say it now? If you want to buy something, if you want to take your weight, I think your weight should be in kilograms, and you now go you find that this one is many kilograms or many grams. So no uniform stuff, different stuff. Date written four different ways. Maybe some come month come first and stuff, day come in for all of that. So, but permit me to say that that's messy, unorganized, not clean, unclean data. But this one actually carry more information, because by the time you are arranging it, you are going to be getting a lot of information from it. Clean one as it is one format used constantly. Not everything has to be in the same format. Gaps is filled already or honestly marked. Labels that are actually correct. One rows means one thing, not different things. You can explain where every column came from, but this is being achieved because you have clean data. Most data that are clean are also maybe because of the way the person who is collecting that data structured it very well. Another another synonym for messy is unstructured data set. And another synonym for clean is what? And another synonym for clean is what? Structured data set. And permit me, as the work goes, sometimes we can be working in these are type of data. Sometimes we can have what we call synthetic data set, where you generate data set yourself. So a brilliant model on bad data is worse than a model on good data. So you need to have the good data, you need to know the source and all of that. So may I say to you, before I move forward, there's what we call synthetic data set. That is data that you use computer to generate. Like if you don't have access to real data set, you can just put a prompt in a cloud and generate me a data set. All of that. So what it does today and what's about to do, that is already it's already here. What are the applications of machine learning? Spotting cancer in scans earlier than doctors can. For instance, where you have five doctors to attend to people that have cancer, maybe they have scanned the radiographs, and three doctors have to interpret 5,000 scan stuff. It's going to be laborious, right? It's too stressful and it's prone to mistake. So when you allow the AI to able to train on a lot of different radiographs, all of that, it will able to spot the cancer in scans earlier than doctors can do, because it can do work faster. It will able to catch bank fraud in milliseconds, because you have trained the machine learning with both fraud and not and real check or something. It can all of that. It can able to translate any language instantly. It can able to forecasting floods and mapping ground, because you have trained it with data set that is flooding and not flooding. Data set, all of that. It can design new medicine, and that's happening now. Uh, I don't know whether you have about Google DeepMind. That's what those guys did. Commoners, we're going to have a personal tutor for every single day. It's going to come. They're going to train it. We're going to predict disease years before symptoms, because it has understood how disease work. Agent that will do whole job, no single tax. Crime models that will find that's actually fine enough for your street. Job that do not have name, yes. We have what we call their names going to change. All of that. Don't worry. All of that. Fourth is that you only bring to the table data. You must have to understand the data set. You must find it, you must collect it, you must clean it, you must ask where it come from and who it lived out. Your domain expertise, that is what you know, and all of that. And you must know the real problem. And I want to beg you, the way forward is for you to solve problems. Don't study any course if it's not solving a problem. You don't study any course if you are not solving a real problem that is facing 1 million people. That's why you're able to build your domain expertise. That the model has never been to hospital before, never been found before, or your school is just what you have learned over here that we're able to interpret it. Creativity, ask the question nobody talked to ask. That part cannot be automated. Machinery cannot do that. There's no way AI can do creative stuff. It's we human being, because that's our cognitive stuff. Taste, one of the things that AI can just give you answer what you want. Is you are the one that will decide the quality. Like for decide the quality, know what is good, what matters. You are the one that will design the benchmark and what is worth building at all. And for domain expert, for instance, if you don't train the model very well, and it come and give you wrong result, you can, because of the other side, you can correct it. So anyone can run the model now. Almost anyone can do this for well. The machine cannot do all of this for. Yeah. Yeah, to bring it to concept, we've done this. What I've done, we've done this. These are your colleagues in the Fountain of Love Church. They were able to build something that could solve what this one solving now. Spotting diabetes risk early. We give them experience data. These are all of them. They got certificates. So they're able to read climate signal. They call themselves climate lens. They're able to spot diabetes risk early, sugar sense. They're able to predict who stays or lives in an hotel and for accommodation, stay smart. They're able to track plastic pollution in the ocean, plastic trace. They're able to forecast volcanic unrest, eruption, the concept of eruption watch. So every notebook and recording from that boot camp is public and free. I will show you where it is now. So as I round up, that teenagers in Abadi achieve that, and I think there's need for us to bring it to you yourself, you guys in Dundee. So imagine what you are going to do in 5 days. I'm going to allow, if I trust God, in October. Day one, you are going to learn the machine learning, all of that. Day two, you are going to teach models with data, turning a model into app. 4 day, you build your own stuff. 5 day, demo day, you pitch what you have done. I'll give you a charge. Go build one thing. We'll show you lovable base. You can check base 44, Replit, Claudia. Go build one thing. Could it be a page about your football team? Could it be a site for your mom's business? Could be a quiz for your friends? Could be a game, anything at all. Just type a sentence and watch it appear. And there's one assignment I'm trying to give you guys. Look for the story of Nehemiah in the Bible. Describe very well. I put in a prompt. Then you know your own answer that you can build with AI. Before you sleep tonight or 1 week time before you guys will um, resume, do one thing. So if you have any question, shoot me those questions. You just create this stuff. You're able to see what we have done in Aberdeen. Ask me anything, the tools, the boot camp, how to start, where AI is going, and whether it will take your job or find me afterwards. Chris will be happy to help you. Thank you so much.